Hey everyone, this is Billy McCarthy here, and I am here to announce some bad news. Okay, well, let's just get to the point. Lads Discuss Death Battle is done. It's done. If you're wondering why the Death Battle podcast is over, after the last one, behind the scenes, things were getting a bit hickety-jiggety. I spoke to Richard about it last time, and of course I apologise for my behaviour after I acted a bit like a dick. And of course, if you can tell, it ain't scripted. I'm still in my dressing gown. I've only just woken up at breakfast. Um, Personally, I was not enjoying the last three podcasts we did. And it's nothing to do with the guys. But I did feel like when it came to doing a podcast about Death Battle, it was becoming like a rinse and repeat sort of thing. We discussed the next time, then we discussed the previous one. There'd be occasional ones where we'll add science to the discussion, like when we talk about the verse community and what we think about Return Death Battles. But lately, there's nothing new to add about it. It's just, what did you guys think of this time? What do you think of the next time? um, and that was kind of draining. I was not having fun with that. The reason I enjoyed doing the DC podcast a bit more was because, of course, we get to talk about all sorts of different DC stuff. It wasn't like the same thing. We got to talk about movies, and I hope to talk about someday the animated shows or live action shows because I enjoy those a lot. I'm looking forward to more DC content. There's a lot of variations to when we're discussing DC content. With Death Battle, there really wasn't. It's just the same thing over and over again. And I also felt like I didn't fit in with Richard and Jaru and C4's type of persona. Um, Whenever I'm not a very social person on social media. I'm more of like I prefer to socialize offline, like interacting with people, talking with them, maybe play games with them. And it was also more to the fact that I watch Death Battle for the fun of it. I, I'm not going into it thinking I need to look for faults and something I could criticize. If I notice something that's kind of off-putting or if an episode doesn't interest me, then I discuss it. I give it some criticism. Um, Richard kind of lives, as far as I can tell from his reviews on anything, he kind of lives to find the flaws in things. Um, and he looks for things to talk about that he doesn't think are good. Um, and I also felt like him talking about the Death Battle research team in the ways he did. You guys probably won't get it because I had me and Sean have edited out a lot of things he said about the research team, which if they saw it, they would not have been happy. And I don't want my channel to be negative. And this isn't a par on Richard. Richard is a nice guy. I do sometimes feel like though he can let his emotions get ahead of him when it comes to giving things critiques. Hence why I try my best not to talk about The Last of Us Part 2. Yeah, he always seems to bring that up whenever I say, whenever we do a podcast. With Driver, on the other hand, things, honestly, between me and him, he didn't really bother me too much on the podcast of what he did. But when I was rewatching, okay, I need to give more context. Lately, you might have seen on his Twitter, he posted, "Do I consider myself a Death Battle fan or a hater?" And I can understand why a majority of people who watch my podcast kind of saw Gyro as a hater. But he's not a hater, but he's definitely not someone who's a fan of Death Battle anymore. He kind of started losing interest after Batman v Black Panther, I believe. So it's unfortunate with Gyro. I always enjoy hearing his insight when it comes to matchups and also his opinion on the matchups. I really loved his Red Hood versus Winter Soldier. Just rant. I got a few chuckles out of that. It's just like he was really passionate about why he did not like the episode, and it was fun to watch. C4, I've only just recently got to know him, so I can't really say much about working with him. I don't really see myself socializing with him much off the podcast because I don't know. I just don't really think me and him would get along because I mean, for one, I like The Last of Us Part 2, and he doesn't. He hates it with passion. um, so if I said I liked it, I don't see him liking me. Well, maybe not that. No, C4 seems like a nice guy. I know some people have some problems with him, but from a lot of what they told me, I don't see that in C4, at least from the 2 podcasts I've recorded with him. So what's going to happen with the channel? Well, DC, the DC Content Podcast, Lads Discuss DC, I should know the names of my own stuff, will still, like I said, I've just eaten my breakfast and this is unscripted. Right, so DC will still be getting its podcast on my channel. I'll still be discussing DC with Duo and Richard. Richard still said he's up for doing that. Oh yeah, I should probably mention, I completely forgot. Richard is still going to be essentially doing a Death Battle podcast. I'll leave a link somewhere around here. He's going to be doing a bro bus. Look, I'll leave a link in the description. You'll see his channel. He's still going to do Death Battle podcast. So if you want to get his full insight on things on there, still go to that channel there. I'll even leave it on the sidebar of all the other YouTubers that I've collabed with to help get that channel known. I don't really think he needs my help with that. So Richard essentially is still continuing his Death Battle podcast, and I'm not sure what Giles is going to do after this whole thing. I don't think he said he's going to be interested in talking about Death Battle in general, maybe. I don't know, I might be wrong. Anyway, so yeah, Lads Discuss DC will still be a thing. I'm still going to work on it with Duo and Richard, and then as for the channel gameplays, those are still going to be a thing. I'm going to be playing more Left 4 Dead with Sean. Me and your only mate are still going to try our best not to die in Resident Evil 5. We're going as well as you can expect with my skills. But also, 2 more Let's Plays I'll be doing for this channel, like long Let's Plays for the year. I will, of course, be playing the last horror game I planned for this year, Daymare 1998, a Resident Evil inspired game made by fans of Resident Evil, and I might be looking at this wrong. I think one of the original creators of Resident Evil helped. Maybe. I'll watch. I'm going to look into it. But oh no, I mixed up games. And also, I'll be playing Watch Dogs Legion. I've been quite curious about this game. It looks interesting. I like the. I've always enjoyed the Watch Dogs games. I thought they were kind of underrated. 2 being my favourite. Watch Dogs Legion looks like it's trying to be Watch Dogs 1 and 2 at the same time. Aiden Pierce is back. That's going to be fun to play as him. I don't get the hate for that character, man. He's a badass. So I'll be doing a full Let's Play on that. Given that's a massive open world game, don't expect me to do a lot of the side quests. I'm mostly going to focus on storyline aspects of the game. And honestly, yeah, that's all I really have to say. And you know, sorry that Lads Discuss Death Battle was over, but I think it's for the best. I'm not sure Jara and Richard feel the same way, but you know, I'm still going to talk with those guys. And thank you all so much for watching those videos, and I'm glad, despite all the mantic craziness that we'll get into, I'm glad you guys managed to enjoy them enough to want to stay and watch my videos. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to both Richard, Jaru, and C4, including Brobus, because he's going to be he's doing a Death Battle podcast with Richard, so go support him as well if you want to still see some of Richard's views on Death Battle. That's all I have to say now. So, if you want the channel to grow, share this video around. Well, maybe not the announcement video. Maybe some of my other pet videos. Whichever you want to do. Have a good day, everyone.